For our project, we decided to take apart a Nerf gun. The parts inside the gun were Phillips head screws, foam bullets, batteries, an extruded barrel, springs, injection molded parts, wires, PCB boards, safety switches, and motors. We will be showcasing the soldering processes on the PCB boards, the injection molded parts, and the extrusion process of the foam bullet.
Any form of a soldering process includes of a filler metal melting at a low temperature and creating a bond between two workpieces. After inspecting the printed circuit boards, the wires and the very few components are included were either soldered by hand, wave soldered, or reflow soldered, but there's a high chance it was soldered by hand because reflow and wave soldering is mainly used for surface mounted parts. The PCBs also show inconsistencies and overflow of solder, which can be due to human error. Soldering by hand is time-consuming, costly, and depending on the labor, it can be unreliable. Reflow soldering can be an alternative and effective process for this application because of its ability to produce at a large scale and at a cost-effective price.
The majority of the Nerf gun shown is manufactured with the plastic injection mold process. Injection molding is ideal for this purpose as it can create the highest variance of part complexity as well as ideal for high volume manufacturing. You can often identify this process from injector pin marks on the part that help remove it from the mold. A drawback, however, is a large amount of molds have to be produced for this process. Injection molding is the cheapest and quickest process when compared to the alternatives, though extrusion is another common manufacturing process for plastics. Complexity of extrusion dies are more limited, however. Furthermore, 3D printing has become a common process for plastic manufacturing. The largest downfall in this is time. 3D printing is a very poor manufacturing process when producing mass parts.
The bullet is made from polyethylene foam with the end made from a rubber compound. The specific material composition and some of the manufacturing design is kept as a trade secret within the Nerf company. The outer cylinder is made from extrusion while the inner geometry is made from porthole extrusion. This is done at around 100 degrees Fahrenheit, which is when the foam becomes soft and malleable. This is similar to how a pool noodle is made. The rubber end is injected molded and then bonded with adhesive to the foam. Extrusion allows for a long and continuous roll to be made at a high production rate. Because the interior geometry is very simple, there are no major trade-offs when using extrusion. An alternative process would be to use injection molding, as the foam can be easily melted to around 180 degrees Fahrenheit as a viscous fluid.